Hello everyone, my name is Rahul. In the previous video, we had discussed about the basics of eukaryotic cells. In this video, we are going to discuss about cell wall. Cell wall is a non-living, rigid structure which is present outside the plasma membrane and provides the outermost covering in some bacteria, rather most of the bacteria, some protistans, fungi and plants. Algae have a cell wall made up of galactans, cellulose, galactans, mannans, and minerals. Cellulose, galactans, mannans, and minerals. Like calcium carbonate. On the other hand, in plants, in plants, other than algae, the cell wall is made up of mainly cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. In plants other than algae, it is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. Now talking about the structure of cell wall. Cell wall has three components. One is known as the primary cell wall. The other is the secondary cell wall, which is represented by S1, S2, S3, etc. And the other is the tertiary wall. So the primary wall, it is seen on the outside. So this is the primary wall. The tertiary wall, it is seen on the very inside. So this is the tertiary wall, and the intervening layers, these are the secondary walls. Now secondary may be S1, S2, S3. Primary wall, it is thin, elastic, and capable of growth. Secondary cell wall, the S1, S2, and S3, these are rigid and thicker than primary wall. They are absent in meristematic cells and they lie towards the plasma membrane. Tertiary wall, it may or may not be present. So tertiary wall, it is present only in tracheids of gymnosperms. It is composed of hemicellulose and xylem. Middle lamella, it connects or helps in cementing between two cells. Middle lamella, it is composed of calcium and magnesium pectates. So if this is a plant cell and this is another plant cell, so the middle lamella will be present as a cementing material between these two cells. Now, cellulose is the main constituent of plant cell wall, but in addition to cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, these are also present in the cell wall. Now, cell wall materials, whether they are hemicellulose, pectin or lignin, they are all synthesized in plant Golgi bodies called as dictyosomes. So all the materials that are required for the synthesis of cell wall, they are produced by plant Golgi bodies, which are known as dictyosomes. Now we move on to plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata are bridges between cytoplasm of two adjacent plant cells. For example, if this is a plant cell and this is another plant cell, between them will be present middle lamella. This middle lamella does not allow easy transfer of substances between two plant cells. So between these two cells there is presence of these intracytoplasmic bridges, which are known as plasmodesmata. They allow movement of substances from the cytoplasm of one plant cell to the cytoplasm of another plant cell. The name plasmodesmata was proposed by a scientist known as Strasburger in the year 1901. Now we move on to functions of the plant cell wall. Functions of cell wall. First of all, it provides shape to the cell. It provides shape to the cell. Second, it protects the cell from mechanical damage. And infection. Third, it also helps in cell to cell interaction by means of middle lamella and plasmodesmata. It provides barrier to undesirable macromolecules. So certain large molecules which are of no use to the plant cell or the any cell that has a cell wall, the entry is prohibited by this barrier named as cell wall. Now, one function of cell wall is that cell wall is freely permeable. So it does not provide any barrier to the movement of substances such as ions, water, etc. So with this, we finish off with this discussion on cell wall. See you in next video.